As one of your guest speakers tonight, and I was raised as the youngest daughter of two immigrant parents. I'm a proud BOI, but within me runs Mexican blood through my father's side and Argentine blood through my mother's side. As a first-generation college student, education has always been one of the most important and meaningful components of my life. I value the gift of being able to have a high school education, which is why I always give schoolwork my all and have taken advantage of every academic opportunity my school has offered me. My dedication has allowed me to benefit from programs such as Upward Bound, Galveston Career Connect, and with their support, I was able to take dual credit and early admission courses at Galveston College beginning my freshman year of high school, and am now able to stand before you as the first Latina to ever graduate from Galveston College an entire semester before graduating from Ball High. I have been a part of the GCC program for 4 years now, and they have provided me all of the resources to be successful, and I am blessed to have been provided help to follow my professional passion in my career within high school. With their support, I was fortunate enough to have received my certification as a nurse assistant and a phlebotomy technician. I am elated to announce that I will be continuing my education this fall at Texas A&M University in College Station, and I will be pursuing my bachelor's degree in biomedical sciences on a pre-veterinary track. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunities afforded to me through Galveston College, Ball High, Upward Bound, and of course Galveston Career Connect. My experiences have demonstrated my ability to persevere with the support of resources, overcome obstacles in my life, and help others along the way. As a daughter of Latin immigrants, I am all too familiar with the struggles many Hispanic and Latin families in America face. My triumphs as a first-generation American inspire and motivate me to continue to help these families in our community lay a strong foundation for their future. I know that if it weren't for the sacrifices of my ancestors, I would not be standing here before you today. For years, my father's father worked in fields and meat factories as part of the Bracero program to support his wife and kids in Mexico. My mother's father worked his whole life working in construction and never had the opportunity to finish grade school. I'm a prime example that no matter what your generational background may be, you are capable of achieving things far greater than you've ever dreamed of. However, it is up to you to take advantage of the opportunities offered to you. The fact you are sitting here today proves that you are on the path to success. Growing up, my dream was to work with animals, and when asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, I undoubtedly said that I either wanted to be a marine biologist or a veterinarian, and that I wanted to study at Texas A&M University. At first, my teachers and other adults in my life were supportive and encouraged me to pursue that passion. However, as I grew older, I was torn at the reality and the harsh comments others made about my career choice and how I either wouldn't find a job or I would not be as successful as my peers who chose to be doctors and lawyers. Unfortunately, I believed them, and I decided it was time to start thinking of other options. For the next 4 years, I would immerse myself completely in everything that had to do with human medicine, and I even did a few internships at UTMB and gained a couple of certifications in the health field along the way. I thought that becoming a surgeon or a family medicine doctor would be my only shot at being successful. This past fall, when I was applying to colleges, I found an old essay I wrote as part of my Upward Bound application when I was 14. The prompt was to state our future academic and personal goals. My exact words were that I wanted to become an equine veterinarian and that I wanted to receive my education from Texas A&M University at College Station. It was then that I realized I had been letting myself be guided by the fear of what others thought of me and the hope that the success of chasing something I wasn't passionate about would outweigh yearning for a career that I truly wanted. In that moment, I decided to follow what has always spoken to me, despite what anybody else had to say about it. The feeling of finally being able to do what I've always dreamed of and motivate others to do the same is so liberating and brings me the greatest satisfaction because God places the best things in life on the other side of fear. Growing up, my favorite movies were the Karate Kid movies. My father and I would often rewatch them so much that we would drive the rest of the house to the point of exhaustion. Mr. Miyagi became the sensei in my own life, and I like to recognize him as an honorary grandpa. One of my favorite things Mr. Miyagi tells Daniel LaRusso is during a trip to his hometown of Okinawa, Japan. He says, "Sometimes what heart know, head forget." When I was 14, my heart knew what I wanted. However, I let myself be temporarily misguided by the dreams that others had, and I thought that they would suit me better. I'm here to tell you today that no matter how old you are, or wherever you are in your life currently, your heart has not forgotten what your purpose is. Perhaps you are fearful of what the next step in your life is after today. Or perhaps you are a planner, like me, and you already have your life mapped out. This is a lesson that took the entirety of my high school years to learn, and I believe that a lesson learned should be a lesson shared. I hope that my story has made you think about what brings you the most joy and what your true purpose in life is. Before I close, I would like to thank my Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with the opportunities that have led me to stand before you here today. My parents, because they have taught me more than any book ever will. My brothers, for always being by my side despite the physical distance between us. And a special thank you to all of those who work at GCC, Ms. Hernandez, Mr. Paul, Ms. Horton, Ms. McCracken, and everyone else. Thank you for your unfailing support these past 4 years, and especially now during my senior year. My story would not have been written if it weren't for those that came before me and for those who stand alongside me. Tonight, I would like not only to commend each of you for persisting and persevering through your own battles, but for turning your adversities and hardships into your opportunities. Your accomplishments today have turned the odds in your favor and will lay the foundation for your future generations. You are the culminations of generations before you, and I guarantee you will be changing the tide for generations that will come after you. Thank you and congratulations.